Let me ask you a question. What's the first thing that pops into your head when you hear the word investing? For most people, it's images of Wall Street stockbrokers yelling into phones, a bunch of confusing charts and graphs, or a giant pile of money. And because of that perception, they assume investing is only for the rich, something they themselves will never be able to do. But here's the shocking truth. You don't need thousands of dollars or a fancy financial advisor to get started. In fact, you can begin investing today with just a few dollars in your pocket. In this video, I'm going to blow your mind by showing you exactly how you can make an 87% return on your money. So please watch carefully until the end, so you don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Let's jump right in. So how can we earn an 87% return? Well, it's actually easier than you might think. You probably have some extra cash sitting around in your checking account. But did you know that you could be earning money on that cash just by doing nothing? That's right. There are apps out there that pay you interest on your balance. Imagine leaving $5 in your checking account and turning it into $9. It sounds too good to be true, but it's not. And it's all thanks to the magic of compound interest, which Albert Einstein famously dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. But wait, it gets better. If you keep the $9 in your account for another year, it would grow to over $12. Just imagine what it would feel like to open your app and see that your $5 had turned into over $12 in less than 2 years. This means that your money is working hard for you even while you sleep. The next step is to choose which bank to open. Some popular options include Ally Bank, Wealthfront, and SoFi. But my personal favorite is the online banking app. You can use the link below to sign up and receive $300 of free Bitcoin after depositing $100 and trading $100 worth of Bitcoin. But hurry, the offer ends soon. Now let's talk about how you can start investing with as little as $5. Because the truth is, you don't need thousands of dollars to begin building wealth. In fact, many of the largest fortunes were started with very small amounts of money. For example, Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of our time, began investing with just $30. So if you have $5, you're off to a great start. But here's the real secret to success. It's not about how much you start with, but rather how consistently you invest over time. And the best part is that you don't need to be a millionaire to start seeing real results. With just $5, you can set up automatic deposits of $5 every week. And that may not seem like much now, but in a few years it can snowball into thousands of dollars. The real magic happens when you start reinvesting your earnings. When you do that, your money starts making money, which makes more money, which makes even more money. And the snowball effect can be truly incredible, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The average American household earns about $60,000 a year. So if you're feeling a bit broke today, don't worry. You have plenty of time to reach that magical amount. The journey doesn't have to be complicated. You can start by setting aside just $5 a week. It's $20 a month or $240 a year. Over the course of 30 years, that $240 can grow to an astonishing $1,728,000, assuming an annual return of 8%. And the best part? You can do it without spending any more than $20 a month. So where should you put that money? Well, the smartest place for beginners to start is with low-cost index funds, or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. With these investments, you get instant diversification. Instead of picking individual stocks, which can be risky, index funds spread your investment across hundreds of companies, reducing risk and increasing the likelihood of steady growth. Plus, these funds often track the overall market, which has historically trended upwards over time. So you can be confident that your money is in good hands. For example, the S&P 500, which represents 500 large companies in the United States, has shown impressive growth over the years. The last 30 years, the S&P 500 has generated an average annual return of 7.8%. That means if you had invested $20 a month or $240 a year for 30 years, your initial $20 would have turned into almost $1,800. Now that's a pretty amazing result for someone who started with just $5 a week. When it comes to investing, patience and consistency are key. So don't expect to get rich quick. Instead, focus on making small, regular investments over a long period of time. And remember, the sooner you start, the sooner you can enjoy the benefits of compound growth. So if you're feeling inspired, take action today and invest that $5. Who knows, maybe one day it could turn into thousands. It's important to note that investing always carries some level of risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. However, by following these simple tips and staying committed to your investment goals, you can position yourself for long-term success. Remember, the power of compounding can be truly remarkable. When you reinvest your earnings, your money starts working harder for you, generating more income, which can lead to exponential growth over time. By embracing the snowball effect and letting compound growth do its magic, you can achieve financial freedom and build wealth that lasts. I know it can be tempting to try and get rich quick, but the truth is that slow and steady wins the race. The best way to make money is not through risky investments or get-rich-quick schemes, but by investing consistently in a diversified portfolio of index funds or ETFs and then holding on for the long term. That's how you can build wealth steadily and securely. Now let's look at the top investment apps for beginners. These user-friendly platforms allow you to start investing with just a few dollars. First up, we have Robinhood. It's known for its commission-free trades and easy-to-use interface. Next, there's Webull, which offers commission-free trading and a range of advanced charting tools. Then we have Acorns, which allows you to invest spare change from your everyday purchases. Lastly, don't forget about your bank's own investment feature. Many banks offer the ability to invest directly from your checking or savings account with just a few clicks. So don't overlook this convenient option. By using these beginner-friendly platforms, you can easily start investing with as little as $5. But please remember to prioritize your financial health by paying off high interest, debt, and building an emergency fund before diving into investing. Additionally, consider consulting with a qualified financial advisor who can provide personalized guidance based on your individual circumstances. If you've made it this far, please hit the like button. It really helps support us. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We're here to help. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy investing.